me a bit? You mean the government's version of reality?
Hmm. What is augmented reality and how does it work?
So you're thinking about how it shapes the narrative.
Yes.
Deep rabbit hole to go down. It's like the official story versus what's actually happening on the ground. What part of it gets to you the most?
How is AR? AR different from reality VR?
Oh, switching gears to the tech side. VR is like diving into a completely different world where you're totally cut off from your room. AR just overlays digital stuff onto the real world, like Pokemon Go or those fancy heads-up displays in cars. One's a getaway, the other's an upgrade. Ever try to
Why is augmented reality becoming popular in modern technology?
It's about convenience. It's way more useful to have a digital map floating in your vision while you walk than to be trapped in a virtual box. Plus, businesses are obsessed with it for things like trying on clothes or placing furniture in a room before buying. It's just an easier bridge between the digital and physical world. Seen any cool uses for it lately?
How can AR improve education and learning experiences?
Imagine a history class where you aren't just reading about ancient Rome, but you're actually walking through the forum while the teacher points things out. It turns boring textbooks into something you can actually feel. Like, instead of a 2D diagram of a heart, a student could just project a 3D one on their desk and peel bears. It makes the complex stuff click way faster.
Can AR change the future of shopping and businesses? How? Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. Totally.
Okay,
It's
can
basically the death.
yes,
I'm here. You were asking about shopping and business.
yes.
So it's basically basically a game changer because it kills the guessing game. Imagine seeing exactly how a couch fits in your living room before you even hit buy, or trying on a watch virtually without leaving your house. It's all about removing the friction. What'd you think? Better than actually going to a store?
How is AR being used in gaming?
Gaming is where it really started. It takes the game out of the screen and puts it in your backyard. You've got things like Pokemon Go, obviously, but now we're seeing more immersive stuff where the room you're in becomes the level. It's basically turning the whole world into a playground. You into gaming?
Hmm. Okay. What role
Fair
can
enough.
AR play in healthcare and medical training?
In healthcare, it's a lifesaver, literally. Surgeons can use AR to project a patient's internal scans right onto their body during a procedure, so they're not just guessing where to cut. And for training, medical students can practice complex surgeries on a holographic body before they ever touch a real patient. It's basically the ultimate undo button for learning.
How can AR help people in everyday life?
I'm assuming you mean daily life.
Yes,
It's the
everyday,
little things,
yes, daily
like
life.
you're walking through a city where you don't speak the language and your glasses just translate the signs in real time. Or imagine a smart mirror that suggests an outfit based on the weather and your schedule. It just removes the tiny frustrations of the day. I think that'd be a help or just too much tech.
Okay. Uh, what are the
Fair enough.
advantages of using AR in workplaces and industries? What are the advantages of using AR in workplaces and industries?
I'm guessing you mean AR in the workplace. It's a
Yes.
huge efficiency boost.
Hmm.
Think of a mechanic who can see the exact part they need to replace highlighted in 3D over the actual engine, or a warehouse worker who gets a digital path floating on the floor, leading them straight to the right shelf. It basically cuts out all the guesswork and the manual reading of blueprints.
Can AR improve communication and social interaction?
It's a bit of a double edged sword. On one hand, you could have real time prompts or translation to help people who struggle with social cues or language barriers. But on the other, if everyone's looking through a digital lens, we might stop actually looking at each other, kind of like how phones already did the dinner parties. You think
What
we'd be more connected or just more distracted?
yes, what challenges does augmented reality technology face today?
The biggest hurdle is the hardware. Um, Most of the gear is still too bulky for a normal day out. Nobody wants to look like a cyborg just to get a map. And then there's the privacy side, cameras everywhere, recording everything. It's a lot to wrap your head around. Think it's a deal breaker?
How can AR supported students in online learning?
Takes the isolation out of online learning.
Mm,
Instead of just staring at a Zoom grid, students could have 3D models of whatever they're studying floating right there in their room. If they're learning chemistry, they can manipulate molecules with their hands. It makes the experience active instead of passive. Does it sound like something that would actually keep us engaged?
How can AR support? Okay, what are the possible risks of disadvantages of AR?
Beyond the bulky headsets is real risk of digital overload. You got privacy concerns like cameras recording everything in public and the potential for people to just check out of reality entirely. Plus, there's the physical stuff like eye strain or getting distracted while walking and accidentally stepping into traffic. It's a lot of convenience, but it comes with a price. Think that's a fair trade?
How might AR change the way people travel and explore new places?
It'd be like having a personal tour guide built into your vision. You can walk through a ruin in Greece and see it rebuilt in 3D right over the rubble, or a menu in a foreign city that translates itself instantly. It basically turns into a living museum. Sounds like a way better way to explore, right?
Can AR create new jobs opportunities in the future?
Absolutely. We're talking a whole new economy. You'll need people to design these 3D worlds, AR architects for digital storefronts, and probably a ton of specialized tech support for when things glitch. It's not just about the gear, it's about all the content that has to live in that space. Pretty
How
wild to think about.
yes,
Do
how
you
can AR help?
actually, I'll let you lead.
How can AR help architects, engineers, and designers?
It's a massive win for them. Imagine an architect walking a client through a building that hasn't even been built yet, but they're standing right in the middle of the living room as if it's there. Engineers can spot a flaw in a bridge's structure by seeing a digital heat map overlaid on the real steel. It just takes the guesswork out of the design process. You think that saved them a ton of time?
Okay, what impact can AR have on marketing and advertising?
It's basically a playground for marketers. They can move from just showing you a product to letting you experience it, like an ad that lets you place a new piece of furniture in your room, or a makeup brand letting you try on different shades of lipstick through your phone camera. It's way more interactive and a lot harder to ignore than a banner ad. You think companies will overdo it?
How can AR make learning more interactive and engaging?
It's all about moving from passive to active. Instead of just reading a page or doing something with the info, AR is a huge part of that, but generally anything that lets you experiment, fail, and try again in real time makes the lesson stick. You're a student yourself, right? What's working best for you lately?
Okay, will okay. What is your opinion about the future impact of augmented reality on society? So then we close that discussion.
Honestly, I think it's a double edged sword. It's going to make life a lot more efficient and open up some insane ways to learn and work, but we might lose a bit of that raw, unfiltered connection to reality. If we're always viewing the world through a digital layer, we risk missing the actual human moment. Still, the convenience is too good to pass up. Fair enough for a wrap up?
Okay, now we are leaving. Thank you for this discussion.
Anytime. It was a good run.
Yes.
Catch you later.
Thank you.
No worries.